Hi, everybody. Welcome to kdmoonchild's world. And I'm Katie. You have reached, I always say that like like I'm the operator telling you where, where you have reached, or I'm that operator recorded voice at a business. Here at Saturday Solutions. We come together every Saturday and try to see if we can figure out the mess of where we've been and our dreams for the week, the month, or the next time ahead, and how to get there. We also check to see what special message we may have from Spirit, and we also will see we have a chakra or two, who knows, blocked that needs some work, and we will see what we need to do to unblock it. So without ado, why don't we get started? And yes, this is for entertainment purposes only. Can I broadcast that any more than I am right now? Let's see if I can get this a little more, not quite at such an angle. There we go, a little straighter. I am using the Mystical Shaman deck by Colette Baron Reed. This will show us our current situation. Spirit, I ask, protect us and guide us. Give me the answers and solutions that we need to carry us through this week, please. What we need to know about our current situation. Water. It's interesting. I was just thinking, just sitting, just contemplating doing this video, and funny how water popped in my head. And then I got to thinking, yeah, all the water signs. Well, what brought it up was I was thinking about the fact that I'm an Aquarius and the signs that I am compatible with and the signs that I'm not, and how easy that is actually to figure out if you know the basic characteristics of your zodiac sign. Mine, I'm the water bearer. So I carry water on my shoulders all the time. I carry the flow. I carry that energy of emotion of the universe on my shoulders all the time. All Aquariuses do. So if you wonder why we're a little standoffish, that could be why. When actually what we are very people-oriented, and we love people. We just aren't always really efficient at showing it. I'm speaking for myself. I do have a Gemini rising. So there's another water sign. There's another air sign. But I'm thinking, as an air sign, water is supposed to drown me. I feed fire signs, and I'm equivalent to earth signs. So when you think about it that way, I don't agree. Because what happens from water? Look at that card. Bubbles. You can't hold water down underwater. You can't hold air down underwater. It will pop up to the surface every time. It will do everything it can to escape. And I kind of have been feeling like that lately. I've been in the flow, and the flow's all around me. But the flow has been tiring. And it normally isn't. A lot of rocks and turbulence lately in the flow. And it's been hard not to seek out an eddy to just sit in and let it all go by. But you don't grow in those eddies. You recharge, but you don't grow. You have to get back out in the flow. You have to get back out there in the turbulence. That's also a 7 card, which is really interesting considering it's a bubble on that card, but it is about reflection and it's about assessment. It's also about control. You think those edges of that bubble don't have to be in a perfect control to keep the air inside? And yeah, I do live in a bubble. I think we all live in our own bubbles because we all create our own reality. So look at the reality we're creating, you guys. I'm not so sure I'm crazy about it. Don't know about you. Let's see if I can get better light on that. That doesn't get it. Well, maybe that's a little better. Nope, that works better. Anyway, the water card. And in the tarot, all the cups are water cards. And that's because water is emotion. Emotion flows. I was talking night before last, sorry, about how does the word emotion break down. First you separate, it's E. E stands for energy. What does energy do? Energy moves. What is the other half? The other part of emotion is motion. There you go. It's energy in movement. That is emotion. That's why you should not suppress it. Emotion equals energy in movement. Emotion is the movement of energy, and it's a powerful movement of energy. And when you suppress it and hold it back, you block a chakra. You block whatever chakra has to do with the topic behind that emotion. So I see in this card that we need to be careful with our emotions because we all live in our own individual bubbles of our own creation. And my bubble and your bubble are not the same. Even if they bump into each other and merge, they're still parts of two separate bubbles. Instead of saying when two paths cross, they may merge for a little while, but they're going to separate again. Interesting card. I don't know about you, but I've been trying to be as fluid as possible and not let my emotions get the best of me with the election, all the things going on astrologically. And yeah. I'm shuffling here. In case you're wondering why I'm not just sitting here, I'm shuffling. We're getting our next card, which is, what's our current situation? This also is a Colette Baron Reed deck. This is the shamanic, or the shaman's dream. I always say shamanic dreams. It's the shaman dreams deck. So what do we need to know? This is going to tell us what our hopes and dreams are. What are our goals? What do we want out of this? It's in wintertime. That's an appropriate card. the netcaster. We want to be casting our net that connects to the collective net. We want all of this chaos and turmoil and all of our work that we have been working so diligently on to come to fruition. It's a card of harmony, cooperation. It's a card of healing. We have wintertime coming in. It's the perfect time for this. Perfect time. Springtime is our time of fruition. Spring and summer. We may have a lot of change to go through when spring hits. That's why we're having to go within for winter. Keep that in mind as well, please. Please, please, please. Let me see if I can get this to go up just there. There we go. That's better. So yeah, that card, isn't that a pretty card? She's holding that net. Appropriate. Where do fishnets go? In the water. That shows me we're not too far away. We are not too far away from that goal. So let's see the roadmap on those final steps to get there. What do you say? This is the Enchanted Map Deck by Colette Baron Reed. Let's see a roadmap. You see, my microphone does not pick it. Cuts out the, the camera cuts out the sound of me shuffling. So I just want you to see I do shuffle the deck. I am sitting here shuffling when it's quiet. Okay. Well, that one flipped out, jumped out in a hurry. Oh, wow. I've never gotten that card before. They're magic prayers. Oh my goodness. I'm looking at those numbers. 5, 6, and 7. You see them? Oop, sorry. Let me just get that all situated and straight, and then I can bump it and get it all off kilter again. But do you see that? This adds to 5, that adds to 6, and that adds to 7. Magic prayer. I'm listening to what Spirit is showing me in that card. When you pray, do you look down or do you look up? I know we have been taught to look down in humbleness when we should be looking up in joy, gratitude, and rejoicing. Knowledge, love, and answers will come if you turn your face upward as far as you can and give thanks to the universe for holding space for you, for the things that you bring to the collective, because what you bring is magic. And so the source needs to fill you with what you need for this magic prayer. And the source to do that must be able to reach your crown chakra, and your third eye. So you must look up. Stop looking at your feet. You're looking for higher energies, higher vibrations, not lower ones. Keep your vibes high. Match your energy to the things that bring you joy, because more joy will come to you and more of those things. And when I say match that energy, I mean match that energy with the passion that you seek out in your sexual desires, in your, I don't know, if you really like food, in the food that you absolutely adore. When you're matching the energy to manifest, it has to be with that kind of intensity and that kind of detail. You have a sexual fantasy? In a way, that can be a magic prayer. If your sexual fantasy has to do with your joy, your partner's joy, and the completion of you two being together, you will attract that mate. But if your focus and the energy that you're matching is on how you don't have a mate and how lonely you are, guess what? That's what you bring in. The fact that you don't have a mate and that you're lonely. You just get more and more and more. You have to come in humbleness, yes, but in gratitude and forgiveness. And number one forgiveness is forgiving yourself. Forgiving yourself for looking down and not being focused on those high vibrations to match exactly what it is you want. So that's the map. It's manifestation through magical prayer. And that is a code in the Bible, believe it or not. That is, sit back like you're supposed to. Nope, not going to do it. There, now we got it. Helps if you put the cards in the container behind their back. A little easier, a little better. Put it away a little nicer. Anyway, we have a chakra block. That's definitely obvious. It's interesting. We have water here. We have a net that goes in the water. And then you look at her hair. Is that hair? It's flowing it looks like it's blowing in the wind. But the message is flowing, flowing, flowing. It has to flow through the net, right? The energy flows through the net. It doesn't stop at the net. It flows through the net and it charges the net, right? What chakra do we have blocked? Let's check this out. This is the Kaleidodope deck. Swatches of Chakra by Crystal Bannon. And let's see what we have as far as blockages and what we need to do to unblock. Well, that was useless. To unblock those blockages. Helps if you put the cards close together when you show. These are just easier to do this way. These cards are fun. They look like paint swatches with really, really bright colors. I'd love to see these rooms or these houses, these buildings painted this color. How fun. Painted these colors. What chakra do we have left? Please. chakra. Our spiritual awareness in our third eye. Lots of third eye messages this week. How many of you have your third eye awakened or opened? Or how many of you even know what I'm talking about? That's a point of intuition. We all have one. It's connected to an actual, real, honest to goodness gland right behind kind of up above your nose, between your eyebrows. There's a gland back there called the pineal gland. That, my friends, is your third eye. It is your center for intuition and pull her up here. I can give you all the details. Yes, I have a book I use. Anyway, came with the cards. Okay? Oh, this is crazy. Yes, this is the third eye chakra. It's the third chakra. It's your center for intuition, psychic abilities, inner wisdom, consciousness, and awareness. I don't know. I kind of was feeling last week a little bit like I was feeling a little separated from spirit. So I guess that makes sense that we got this card, huh? When it's balanced, you've got insight into things. You have a really, really strong gut feeling. Your intuition is so strong, and you're emotionally balanced. They can't push your buttons as easy, whoever they are. And you're aware of yourself. And self-awareness is a very complicated thing. It is not just being you wanting what you want. It's you making weird decisions, making sometimes the wrong decision. And when you're aware of that, why you made those decisions, and why they didn't work for you, that is extreme self-awareness. That's clarity, and that is also using your imagination. So you recognize the signs and symbols, all the synchronicities, the triple numbers, and so on. You notice patterns, and your vision's clear. Now, when it's out of balance, I'm sorry, I have a kitty cat that keeps distracting me, getting in her little fanny button trouble. She's one of these who, if you don't pay attention to her when she wants you to, she does little things that she knows she's not supposed to do. She always gets your attention that way, doesn't she? Anyway, back to the third eye chakra. Stop! Enough, kitty. When it's out of balance, you're cynical. You're closed-minded. You're filled with anxiety and paranoia. You're easily confused because you're rejecting your intuition. You're rejecting that gut feeling. And without realizing it, you're ego-focused. You become easily into that fight or flight mode. You're like that quick. Because you get into that ego-focused fight or flight mode because you're not self-aware. Okay? You're out of touch with reality. And number one, most of all, that you've got to stop being judgmental. Now, the crystals to help with this are labradorite, amethyst, sodalite, kyanite, and moonstone. All of those have either purple or a blue, either pinkish purple or blue tint to them. Or like labradorite and moonstone, they're iridescent with greens and purples and blues. Now the affirmations that I want you to say this week, do the 369. I am intuitive and I connect. I nurture my spirit. I listen to my deepest wisdom. I am open to inspiration and ideas, and I am in touch with my inner guidance. People want to know, well, how do you know what it's your spirit guides telling you stuff, or not some other entity or something? How do you know it's not your ego and it's spirit talking to you, or your spirit team? It's a feeling as well as a hearing. And it's a matter of being self-aware. You know when you're hearing something that's occurring outside, so it's a bird, that bird, you can recognize that bird is such and such a bird by the sound it makes. That's a woodpecker. But this hearing we're talking about hearing has nothing to do with that. It is listening with your whole being. It is listening with every cell within your body. What is the message? What is the message? So today, I'm looking at my cards to see Spirit. Which do you want to give us a message from Spirit from, please? The new deck. Okay. We did this deck last week as well. Message from Spirit, please. Excuse me just a second. Why? Needed to look something up for some reason. This is the Soul Helper Oracle. Spirit, give us a message, please. What is our message from Spirit? What do we need to know for this week, please? What is your supportive message for us, Spirit, please? Okay. What a powerful, beautiful image. It's time for a change. Do not wait to put off your decisions any longer. And there we get number 5 again. It's a change card, you guys. Change is not coming. It's here. Reach out and grab it. Grab your part of it. It's waiting. It's here, just waiting for you. Just waiting for you. And with that change comes transformation. Transformation is on your shoulder. Once we transform into the newer dimension, that's 4th dimension, 5th dimension, wherever you are transforming into the being, the person that you are transforming into. It's right here. It's at the palm of your hand. It's right on your shoulder. And if you're going to look down, which I just told you to keep looking up, It's okay to look at that butterfly on your shoulder. Keep your inspiration high. Keep your vibes high. You'll notice where that butterfly sits. There's a lot of reflection in that butterfly wings. All butterfly wings have their color because of reflection of light. That's all color is a reflection of light. Oh, and chemical properties too. It's time for a change. You need to make some decisions. Make them. Make them. And stick with them. Don't back down. And after you've made them and you stick with them, now you got to work towards them. Okay? Let's find out what the untethered soul has for us on this Saturday. Okay. That one is a definite. It's like stuck so far out of the deck, it almost jumped, but it didn't. It is from the awakening consciousness category. Oh, that's powerful, especially if you have a YouTube channel or Instagram or any kind of social media that you're wanting. Wow. Come to know the one who watches the voice, and you will come to know one of the great mysteries of creation. Who's watching you? What is watching you? There are scribes and sages keeping track of every word you say. It's all recorded. All of your actions are recorded. If you think about it, we always wonder, are there angels watching me? Who is watching over me? We're told we're protected. Who's protecting us? Is it your ancestors? And if it is your ancestors, which ancestor? Which one is it? Is it an angel? If it's an angel, ask that angel to speak to you. You need to search inside yourself to see who it is that is paying attention to what you do, what you say, and how you say it. It can be one or it can be many. Stop and think about it. Who's watching you? Who's watching over you? Who's protecting you? And who's that voice I keep hearing in my ear? When you ask who it is, they will tell you. You'll get a name. You may have to close your eyes and go into a little bit of a meditation to hear it, but they'll tell you. They will definitely tell you. So here we are. End of another week. Going into the week of Thanksgiving. This is my last Saturday solutions before Thanksgiving. And so I'm pulling a Therapet card of Thanksgiving message for you guys. We always seem to close out with these giant cards. They're the size of just about the size of my head. It's okay to be uncomfortable, and it's okay to be scared. You'll succeed in spite of these feelings. Now in the reading prior, it's telling you, be careful of those feelings. Be aware of them. When you're aware of them, that's when you can fix them. So if you're afraid of being scared or If you're afraid and you see you're scared, then you can see what it is you're afraid of and if you can fix it or not. If you can't fix it, why be afraid of it? You can't change it. Don't be afraid of what you cannot change. You're not meant to be in control of everything all the time. That's a narcissist. Anyway, I love you guys. I appreciate you coming. If you like this, please subscribe. If you want to know when I post more, hit the bell that says all. And if you know someone that you think this reading might help or have an effect for, share it. Please share this video. And in the meantime, have a happy Thanksgiving if I don't see you before. And in the meantime, be kind to one another. Enjoy your celebrations. But most of all, be kind to yourself. I love you, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye now.